Reports of 42 person upon you. I never want try lose you, try them upon me. Well,
if someone, let's say, has died, what does that mean? They won't come back anymore, eh? Are you going to be seeing them when they die? You won't see them, eh? So if somebody has died, that means they are gone. You won't get to see them anymore, okay? And because they are gone and you won't get to see them, it doesn't mean that they've stopped loving you or that they've stopped caring about you, okay?
Now, this is Dora Moono Nyambe, a Zambian philanthropist who has over 4 million followers on TikTok, rescued over 500 kids, gave them shelter, food, and education. Unfortunately, she passed on yesterday. The cause of her death is not yet known, but of course, her work lives on. Unfortunate that most people have come to know her after amekufa.
Kama wewe unakongometwa na God kusaidia watu, uko na calling ndani yako. You help people that will never return to say thank you. You still believe in humanity. Then haujui kifo cha mtu ambaye amekuwa kifanya hivyo venye inatuaffectingi. We have lost Dora. Dora is from Zambia. That girl started off on TikTok. When I started off, I've been watching Dora for the longest. I love that girl so much. Kaa ningekuwa na do, ningekuwa nimeenda kumvisit. And she was 30, and then she was in her early 30s. She's not married. Ana mtoi. And she has been helping kids from her village. She started a school, ameitengeneza, akaeka stima, wakapewa maji by the American influencers. She was looking to buy a school bus.
So we have some really heartbreaking news in the foster care and adoptee community. This is the beautiful Miss Dora Nyambe, and she has sadly passed away. If you're not familiar with her story, she has fostered and adopted over 500 children within her community in Zambia. I myself have been following her story since its inception, and this is absolutely a loss to the foster care and adoption community, specifically the community in Zambia. She documented her journey and experiences here on TikTok and surpassed 4 million followers. The amount of change that this amazing woman created for her community is surpassed by none. This is a loss, not just for our community or the people on TikTok, but for the children that exist in Zambia. As of right now, the cause of her passing has not been determined or released, but if I hear anything about this at all, I will be giving updates. She was a beacon of light and a pillar of hope within her community, and somebody that I genuinely looked forward to seeing come across my For You page.
And now breaking in with another report of sad news, Zambia has lost one of its most inspiring individuals by the name Dora Moono Nyambe, a philanthropist, a teacher, and a foster mother to over 500 kids. Now, her death was reported yesterday, but the cause of her death has not yet been disclosed. Now, reports from her close friends state that she was heading to the hospital at around 3 a.m. where she was feeling faint and blackening. Now, her death has sent ripples across the globe, leaving a profound shock to the ones she inspired. Now, Dora will be remembered for her humility, selflessness, and unwavering commitment to helping those in need.
I have some really bad news. My good friend and an amazing person, Dora Moono Nyambe, passed away this morning. We've done a couple of videos with her. She's truly one of the most amazing people I've ever met. She's taken in 500 children in Zambia and given them a loving home. And this morning, all 500 of them lost their mother. The world is truly darker today. We'll be setting up a campaign to raise money for her. I want to make sure that her legacy continues and that the kids that she's looked after and loved so hard for so long don't get abandoned.
There is a woman in Zimbabwe. Her name was Dora. And she had opened a school and sanctuary for young children, little girls and little boys who are escaping forced marriages, abusive conditions, who are orphans, who didn't have anything. And she was the stepmom to almost 500 children. In Africa, in a village that's remote, these are kids that the world could not care less about. Because the world doesn't give a fuck about black children, especially African children. Nobody cares. But she did. She rescued them. She saved them. She gave them another chance. She fed them. She gave them housing. She loved them. She taught them. And then she passed away on Christmas. This Christmas, December 25th, she passed away. You say that this is so tragic is like the understatement. She had 500 children who were relying on her, that she was taking care of, already had so much trauma, and they almost had a chance to be able to live peacefully, safely. And now what's gonna happen, we don't know. So her name was Dora. I linked her account, so I hope more people can find a way to still show up for that community.
Yo, there's a woman on TikTok. She lives in Africa. I don't know exactly the country, but her name is Dora Moono. She specializes in like creating a safe place, a safe house for women, for girls that have been forced into like child marriages, like girls that are running away from an unsafe situation at home. And she's been doing it for years. Like, I've been seeing her on TikTok for a couple years now. She died yesterday. And the cause of death has not been announced. I heard like somewhere on TikTok that she was driving to the hospital at 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if that was true, but she died yesterday, and I hope the country does their due diligence. And I don't know what faith she was, but I prayed for her this morning, and I hope that God lets her into the gates of heaven, because suspicious. That's all I gotta say. I hope they do their due diligence and investigate this properly, because we lost the real one.
Yo, my heart is so broken right now. I just opened TikTok and everyone is writing condolences to this lady. My goodness, this lady has done an amazing job in Zambia for fostering 500 children. Oh my gosh. They say she passed away on a Christmas day. She was seen driving at 3 a.m. going to hospital because she was not feeling well. I don't know where is this filter coming from now. But wow, I'm so heartbroken. I don't know what's going to happen with those children. Oh my gosh.
Oh guys, I'm deeply saddened to hear about the death of Dora Moono, that philanthropist girl. Like, whoa, just whoa. What a loss, what a loss. I would like to say it is woe, but there's nothing woe about an ambitious, vibrant youth like her dying. There's nothing woe, about someone who carried so many destinies on her shoulders dying, She just had so much responsibility for her to die. I'm so saddened, and I've actually been instilled with so much fear, Well, life is so fragile, isn't it? Like, whoa. I pray for the family. I pray for the family. I pray that God comforts you. And, yeah.
We lost an angel here on TikTok yesterday. Her name was Dora, and she used her platform to house and fundraise for her orphanage. And yesterday we did lose her from unknown causes. Dora was an inspiration to me as well as millions of others that continuously showed up so that way she can continue her mission in her orphanage. She housed over 200 orphans as well as educated 500 more from the surrounding villages. This woman was continuously resilient. She was beautiful. Her smile literally lit up my screen every time I saw her. Hundreds of children lost their mama yesterday, and it completely breaks my heart. I'm going to tag her account below, so maybe if you have some time, you can scroll through her account, maybe read her mission, and kind of spread some more love on her page. May she rest in love, and I know that for sure that she's watching over all of those babies. I hope you all have a great day, and I hope that you continue on surrounding yourself with the love that you deserve. And I hope that every day that you are inspired by hope, love, and the sense of community and helping others, because that's what Dora stood for.
Hi guys, it's been so long since I've been on TikTok, and I randomly opened the app yesterday and was so sad. It's just unreal to hear about the passing of Dora. Dora and I met through TikTok, and I can honestly say that her amazing, infectious energy and just spunky, bubbly personality, the kindness and like light that she emitted was exactly the same in person. She really was such a special person. There's so many ways in which we can continue to support her, and really this video is about just reminding us about that. There's a few ways in which you can monetarily support her. So buying the book Under a Zambian Tree, written by Joe. And if you want to find out where that's available, just go onto Instagram, Under a Zambian Tree. Then you'll be able to purchase the book. All the money goes towards the kids. And obviously her GoFundMe pages are still really active. They've done so well. And we need to continue to support them. And then there is a funeral contribution, but her funeral's on Saturday, and from what I see, that's pretty much set. But if you want to find out more about that, then just go on to ZLioness page, and she talks more about that. Other ways, it's just like continue to talk about her. She's not a hard person to talk about because she's just so amazing. You don't find many young women who are so selfless and who sacrifice so much of her life. And you know, it did take its toll. It wasn't easy, and she had really hard battles to fight in living this selfless life that was solely dedicated to building the school and looking after these kids. She ended up adopting 13 children, and honestly my heartfelt condolences go towards these children. Her youngest was just over 1. Teacher Tandiwe, her family in the US, like, oh, it's just really just continue to talk about her, offer your condolences, and continue to talk about Footprints of Hope. Yeah, I don't actually have much more to say. It's really sad, and I just hope that we can continue to honor the light and amazing. She just deserved so much more life that she didn't get, and I hope that we can try give her more of a legacy.
This is Dora Moono Nyambe, and later after I saw Facebook, the first thing I saw was that Dora has died. Now, I know some people, especially Facebook, don't know who Dora Moono Nyambe is, so I'll explain to you. Aye. Dora Moono Nyambe was a philanthropist that adopted over 500 kids that she was feeding, clothing, and putting through school. We got a beautiful story. Now you might be wondering, afunishe kuisawa na the 500 that she was fostering. Dora Moono Nyambe was keeping orphans, and Ngamfwave within the village where she was living, Ngamfwave tumwana wade muchita abused, whether physically, sexually, any kind of way. She'll go and get that child, ambo kumsunga, she'll get that parent, abatwala police, until she'll make sure I kukotu mundu until wamkaka. She used to do that. She never used to play about those kids. Now, Dora had been posting since like 2020. on TikTok and Instagram. Until abantu bacha recognize ama efforts yakwe and they started donating money to her. Dora built 2 schools in 2 different villages. Achana connect to Zesco Power. Abikama solar power plants. Aye. She had a poultry where she was raising inkokosha kulishava na paskuru. She had a garden. She had a lot of things that she was doing for those kids. She was so celebrated that Mr. Beast recognized her. I know some people might not know who Mr. Beast is. Mr. Beast is the biggest YouTuber in the world. He's a billionaire, by the way. He recognized Dora, Aisa Mutumina Bantu, that came to help Dora out with her projects. Aye. But somehow, this lady never got any recognition in Zambia. When we see people going on TV, people receiving awards, people doing what, Dora received nothing. Bro, she received nothing for all her work. This is somebody who was helping people and expecting nothing in return. She never won Philanthropist of the Year award. She never won Media Personality of the Year award, despite having a large following. On TikTok alone, Dora had over 3 million followers. On Instagram, she has over 200,000 followers. And somehow, she never won Media Personality of the Year award or Philanthropist of the Year. She's built schools for kids with 0 government assistance. Just alone, she did that. And somehow, nobody gave her the flowers to say, okay, Dora, we recognize you for your efforts. Or some media is covering her, doing stuff. 0, nothing. Even in her death, we are not seeing bloggers talking about her. Celebrities are not talking about her enough. Now, I do not know how Dora died. I don't know if it's Dora Alwere. I don't know how she died. One thing I know is somebody has killed Dora. And whoever did that, come, I'll get you. Why would you do that to somebody who was so nice? This is why we never develop, because even when somebody's doing nice stuff like that, people will be jealous and they'll do shit to them. Dora didn't deserve that. Now, all those 500 kids don't have anybody to turn to. Kids that had a bright future, doing all that, now they don't have anybody to feed them, clothe them, or take them to school. Nothing. They've lost just like that. I'm not happy about it. I'm not. Rest in peace, Dora. You did so much. I just wish people recognized you and they gave you your flowers when you are alive.
By official announcing the loss of my beloved CEO.
So first of all, if you can at all, please go back and show that video some love. That's the account of Dora. And I would love to be able to pronounce the rest of her name, but I can't. Dora is a CEO, and one that you should love. You see, Dora lived in Zambia, and I've followed her account since I pretty much started here on TikTok. And I look forward to all of her videos. You see, back a few years ago, Dora was ready to set out into the world and start her life. And she realized that in her village, there were young girls being forced into marriage, and worse. So she put her life plans on hold, and eventually she changed her life plans. She opened a school. She took in kids, some of whom she fostered, some of whom she adopted, and she became teacher, mother, friend, mentor to over 500 children. This woman, through TikTok, managed to keep these kids safe, offer them a future, offer them a place of safety? Those kids must be terrified right now. She was a force of nature, if you will. You hear a lot of people talking about, what about the children? We have to do this for the children. This woman was making a difference. She was making a huge difference. And she passed away on Christmas Day of 2024. And I think of all of the lives that she's changed so far. All these kids that she gave an opportunity to. I hope that her legacy continues. I hope that the work that she started continues. But her loss will be felt.
Assalamu alaikum ashab, assalamu alaikum. Hope everyone is doing good. Hope everyone is well. Anyway, this is not a joking matter. Normally I would smile through my videos, I would make a joke, I would just, like in this video is not a funny or anything joke. This is a touching video. And there was this woman, a Zambian woman, her name is Dora. She was such a lovely soul. She took care of 500 kids, 500 yala, and 100 and something, 150 were adopt grese ayada hooya ahaan bewa adopt grese inta kalena way haysan jirtay 500 caruura. saddex village waxay ka dhisteen taas iskuula, waxay u sameysay koronto, waxay u sameysay biyo nadiif la cabo. maantadaanay dhimatay naagtaas intaasoo kun qof ka naxsan. aniga amaala wallahi bilaa oo tala ani muslina aha, laakiin anoo muslina naagta dhimashadeeda sida uga naxay wallahi bilaa up to now waan naxsanaha. madaxa xataa igu kacay naxdintan marka arkay xixdaa dhaay madaxii igu kacayna migraine waaran baa qabay. waxaan ka baqayaan madaxa igu kacay yariiska saa dhahay inuu migraine ka soo socdo. wallahi billah waa ka naxay. I feel so sad about this news. wallahi this is a sad day wallahi for Zambian people. Honestly, not only for Zambian people, for everyone that she helped out. waxay sameyn jirtay intaasoo kunoo NGO bay isku xirtay naagtaas, intaasoo kunoo qof caawin jiray. wallahi bilaa naagta haddee maanta muslin ahaan laheyd inta ooyin da-aysa intan ilaahayow adaa weynoo waaxida. adaa weynoo waaxida. naagtaa waxay ka dhimatay waxay sameyn jirtay gabdhaha yariiska ee nimanka odayaasha lagu daro baadiye marka la joogo. gabdhaha yariisa arkaysaa oday qanaxa lagu daray la dhahayo iska kaxaysa 12-11 markii ay maqshaynta ku orday kasoo kaxaysan jirtay. ninkiina xabsi ku tuuri jirtay. kulli intaasoo gabdhood, qaar la kufsaday, qaar urar leh, qaar rafaadsan baan leeyahay that have been through so much. ayagoo yaryar balaa naagta caawise. she saved so many girls from child marriage. She was honestly, I am lost of words. Honestly, I am heartbroken for her and for the kids and for everyone. My mind keeps on saying, who is going to take over her place? No one can take her place. Like, who's going to take care of those kids? Who is going to look after them? all those kids, like every human nin or dan or village or gabdaha yariiska guguusan jiray. Today is so happy that oh my goodness, I feel so bad. Honestly, my condolences to the family and friends and every human being that knew her. My condolences. Honestly, this is such a heartbreaking news. Honestly, This happened in the morning. Honestly, we cannot process. I cannot process it right now. I honestly cannot process this news. This, wallahi, waa ka naxa naagtaas. Aad ba uga naxa, wallahi, bila qof aqaano, caadi u aqaano, waa ku dhaaranaysaa. Naagta dhimashadeedaan ka naxa. Do you know how many people naagtaas ee caawisay, ilmahay soo xaraysay? Allah, Allah, Allah. Dadka fiican walaa adduunka kuma waraan, gaal iyo muslimba. Dad fiican ayagoo qaar gaala, waxaa arkaysaa ayagoo saafi. Haddana muslimiin waxaa arkaysaa dad aad u xun. Rooga dadka Ilaahay, naxariista Ilaahay baa dadka ku abuura. Ama muslim ama gaal, waxaa arkaysaa qof muslina oo xaasida qofka si uu la dhaqmay ma isdhaysi qofka waa muslim. Haddana waxaa arkaysaa qof gaal ah oo qof muslim, qof caadi ah, dadka naxariista 100% uu la dhaqmay si naagtaas oo kale. Honestly, I am so heartbroken for everyone that knew her, that didn't know her. I feel so sorry for the family, for the kids, especially for the kids. Especially for the kids. I am so heartbroken for the kids. Wallahi billahi. I can't even put what I'm feeling into words. I honestly can't. I am so heartbroken for her, honestly. My condolences to the family, to the kids, to the friends, to everyone who knew her, especially to the kids, man. To the kids. May she rest in peace. Peace and love, guys. It's not a I love you, David video. Good night.
We were so moved by Dora and the kids that we committed to double our contribution to give Dora the resources she needs to give these kids a loving and safe environment. By tripling her solar generation capacity, doing a full hydrological study to provide a proper well with plenty of clean, safe water, install a state-of-the-art internet network, and so much more. And because of your incredible support, we were able to kick off this massive project by constructing a well. And this is just the first of so many things we will be doing in this video. For so many of the children, this is the first time that they will have fresh drinking water, and it now flows in abundance.
On your marks,
Dora Moono Nyambe, Zambia's beloved philanthropist, dies. Zambia has lost one of its most inspiring individuals. Dora Moono Nyambe, a philanthropist, teacher, and foster mother to over 500 children, has passed away. The cause of her death, announced on Christmas Day 2024, has not been disclosed. Those close to Dora shared her final WhatsApp status, revealing that she was driving to the hospital around 3 a.m., feeling faint and blacking out. Her death has sent ripples across the globe, leaving a profound impact on those she inspired. Dora will be remembered for her humility, selflessness, and unwavering commitment to helping those in need. Her legacy of love and service will live on. Dora, who lived in Mapopa village, Nkushi, dedicated her life to helping vulnerable children. She provided food, shelter, and education. She also worked hard to stop child abuse and early marriages in her community. Through her TikTok account, Dora raised funds to support her work. Her videos, followed by over 4 million people, touched hearts worldwide. In 2023, she even caught the attention of YouTuber Mr. Beast, who supported her mission to improve living conditions for children in Mapopa. Despite many challenges, including lack of electricity and poor network reception, Dora remained committed. She once shared how she had to hold her phone up for 30 minutes just to upload a TikTok video. Her determination inspired many.